Somebody came up with the acronym SMART, and I love it, especially applied to lawyers. But in this context, with respect to setting goals, the goals you set need to fit the acronym. S stands for specific. In other words, you don't want more income. You want an increase in income of a specific number of dollars. Or you want to grow your practice by a specific number of lawyers, like 3 lawyers or 10 lawyers or what have you. I remember not very long ago I was working with a client helping them set up their business plan. And in the context of conversation, she said something about she wants to grow her practice. And I said, well, you don't have a number here. And she said, well, I just want to grow. I said, okay, well, let's pick a number. How many lawyers do you want to be? And she said, I said, how about 10? Boy, I said, okay. Now you are the managing partner of a 10-lawyer law firm. The way she thinks about everything in the business side of her practice today is different, because now all of a sudden she's thinking of herself as the managing partner of a 10-lawyer law firm. That is specific. M is measurable. If you can't measure it by the number of units, you're probably not going to achieve it. Whether it be dollars or number of lawyers or some other unit of measurement, it has to be measurable. A, it has to be achievable. So in other words, if you're earning $300,000 a year now in gross revenue, it's unlikely that within 6 months you're going to be at $1 million. So let's make it reasonable. Now, if you can get to the $1 million, that's great. That would be reasonable, but you have to be specific about why it's reasonable, okay? Why it's achievable. Then R is relevant. There's no point in trying to reach a goal that's not relevant for you. If you want to be, for example, a lawyer in mergers and acquisitions, the fact that you're a great rainmaker for divorce work is irrelevant. It's not relevant to you. So let's focus on what's relevant to you. And the last is the T. It has to be time sensitive. A partner of mine once said that I'm going to outlive everybody, and therefore all my goals are going to be achieved. Well, he did. He lived to be a ripe old age of 92 or 93. But the point here is, in our context, you're usually talking about 6 months, 12 months, 2 years as your time frame. Pick whatever time frame is significant for you, and that's what you focus on. So again, SMART is how you want to work with your goals, and you need those goals to set up your business plan. I recommend doing the process in the following way. Take 2 sheets of paper, and yes, I mean 2 sheets of paper. You can do it on the computer, but I think it's helpful with the concept that we've been talking about writing, to use 2 separate sheets of paper and take a pen or pencil and write down the goals that you want to achieve on 1 sheet of paper that relate to your professional life. What do you want to do as a lawyer? What are the goals in your practice that you want to attain? On the 2nd sheet of paper, do the same thing, but for your personal life. Personally, what do you want to achieve yourself, with your family, or what have you? Those are your personal goals. When you are done writing your goals out, look at them and make sure that they are in harmony. If they're not in harmony, you've got what's called cognitive dissonance. And when you have that, you're not going to achieve goals at either your personal level or the professional level. So make sure that they're in harmony. Another example is, if you want to spend 20 hours a week with your family, then it's unlikely that you're going to go from $300,000 to $700,000 in your professional life. Now, these numbers are not exact, You know, sort of a silly example, but I think you get the point I'm trying to make, is that the commitment to the personal goals have to be in harmony with your commitment to the professional goals. Thanks for joining us today. Obviously, there's much more that can be said on this subject, and on a lot more subjects that will help you become more efficient in the delivery of your legal services, more effective for your clients, and therefore more profitable for you. If you've got any thoughts about what we've discussed here, please let me know at edpoll@lawbiz.com or 800-837-5880. And if you have other ideas and topics, challenges that you'd like us to address in future editions of this series, please let me know as well. Thanks for joining us today.